Hello friends, welcome back to our channel Kadikepum Vanga. The Habit Scorecard. The Japanese railway system is regarded as one of the best in the world. If you ever find yourself riding a train in Tokyo, you will notice that the conductors have a peculiar habit. As each operator runs the train, they proceed through a ritual of pointing at different objects and calling out commands. When the train approaches a signal, the operator will point at it and say the signal is green. As the train pulls into and out of each station, the operator will point at the speedometer and call out the exact speed. When it is time to leave, the operator will point at the timetable and state the time. Out on the platform, other employees are performing similar actions. Before each train departs, staff members will point along the edges of the platform and declare all clear. Every detail is identified, pointed at, and named aloud. This process, known as pointing and calling, is a safety system designed to reduce mistakes. It seems silly, but it works incredibly. Pointing and calling reduces errors by up to 85% and cuts accidents by 30%. The MTA subway system in New York City adopted a modified version that is point only, and within 2 years of implementation, incidents of incorrectly berthed subways fell 57%. Pointing and calling is so effective because it raises the level of awareness from a non conscious habit to a more conscious level. Because the train operators must use their eyes, hands, mouth, and ears, they are more likely to notice problems before something goes wrong. My wife does something similar. Whenever we are preparing to walk out the door for a trip, she verbally calls out the most essential items in her packing list. I have got my keys, I have got my wallet, I have got my glasses, I have got my husband. The more automatic our behavior becomes, the less likely we are to consciously think about it. And when we have done something 1,000 times before, we begin to overlook things. We assume that the next time will be just like the last. We are so used to doing what we are always done that we don't stop to question whether it's right thing to do at all. Many of our failures in performance are largely attributable to lack of self awareness. One of our greatest challenges in changing habit is maintaining awareness of what we are actually doing. This helps explain why the consequences of bad habits can sneak upon us. We need a point and call system for our personal lives. That is the origin of the habit scorecard, which is a simple exercise you can use to become more aware of your behavior. To create your own, make a list of your daily habits. Here are a sample of where your list might start. Wake up, turn off alarm, check my phone, go to bathroom, weigh myself, take a shower, brush my teeth, floss my teeth, put on deodorant, hang up towel to dry, get dressed, make a cup of tea, and so on. Once you have a full list, look at each behavior and say yourself, is this a good behavior, a bad behavior, or a neutral behavior? If it is a good behavior, write plus next to it. If it is a bad behavior, write minus. If it is a neutral behavior, write is equal to. For example, the list above might look like this. Wake up is equal to. Turn off alarm is equal to. Check my phone minus. Go to bathroom is equal to. Weigh myself plus. Take a shower plus. Brush my teeth plus. Floss my teeth plus. Put on deodorant plus. Hang up towel to dry is equal to. Get dressed is equal to. Make a cup of tea plus. The marks you give to a particular habit will depend on your situation and your goals. For someone who is trying to lose weight, creating a bagel with peanut butter every morning might be a bad habit. For someone who is trying to bulk up and add muscles, the same behavior might be a good habit. It's all depend on what you are working toward. Scoring your habits can be a bit more complex for another reason as well. The labels good habit and bad habit are slightly inaccurate. There are no good habits or bad habits. There are only effective habits. That is, effective at solving problems. All habits serve you in some way, even the bad ones, which is why you respect them. For this exercise, categorize your habits by how they will benefit you in the long run. Generally speaking, Good habits will have net positive outcomes. Bad habits have net negative outcomes. Smoking a cigarette may reduce stress right now. That's how it's serving you. But it's not a healthy long term behavior. If you are still having trouble determining how to rate a particular habit, here is a question I like to use. Does this behavior help me become the type of person I wish to be? Does this habit cast a vote for or against my desired identity? Habits that reinforce your desired identity are usually good. Habits that conflicts your desired identity are usually bad. As you create your habit scorecard, there is no need to change anything at first. The goal is to simply notice what is actually going on. Observe your thoughts and actions without judgment or internal criticism. Don't blame yourself for your faults. Don't praise yourself for your successes. If you eat a chocolate bar every morning, acknowledge it almost as if you were watching someone else. Oh, how interesting that they would do such a thing. If you binge it, simply notice that you are eating more calorie than you should. If you waste time online, notice that you are spending your life in a way that you do not want to. The first step to changing a bad habit is to be on the lookout for them. If you feel like you need extra help, then you can try pointing and calling in your own life. Say out loud the action that you are thinking of taking and what the outcome will be. If you want to cut back on your junk food habit but notice yourself grabbing another cookie, say out loud, I am about to eat this cookie, but I don't need it. Eating it will cause me to gain weight and hurt my health. Hearing out bad habits spoken aloud makes the consequences seem more real. It adds weight to the action rather than letting yourself mindlessly slip into the old routine. This approach is useful even if you are simply trying to remember a task on your to do list. Just saying out loud, tomorrow I need to go to the post office after lunch, increases the odds that you will actually do it. You are getting yourself to acknowledge and the need for action, and that can make all the difference. The process of behavior change always starts with awarenesses. Strategies like pointing and calling and the habit scorecard are focused on getting you to recognize your habits and acknowledge the cues that triggers them, which makes it possible to respond in a way that benefits you. Chapter summary. With enough practice, your brain will pick up on the cues that predict certain outcomes without consciously thinking about it. Once our habit becomes automatic, we stop paying attention to what we are doing. The process of behavior change always starts with awareness. You need to be aware of your habits before you can change them. Pointing and calling raises your level of consciousness from a non conscious habit to a more conscious level by verbalizing your actions. The habit scorecard is a simple exercise you can use to become more aware of your behavior. Thank you.